All right, so let's animate a bouncing ball. When I animate a bouncing ball, I always animate straight ahead. That means that I start with the first pose and I animate from there. So start by drawing your first pose, and then it can be smart to mark out the height of this pose, because for every bounce, the ball will lose some energy. So here you have your first pose. You go to the next frame, make sure you have onions getting on so you can see the previous frame, and then you make your second drawing. And move this down just a bit. And I like to really make my easing slow in the beginning to make the bounce feel really dynamic as the ball speeds up. All right, so we go to our third frame and we move it even more. Then our fourth frame, and we move it even further. And now go to our fifth frame. And here the ball is starting to stretch out because of the speed. You can even make this pose here, the fourth one, start stretching. All right. To make the bounce feel impactful, we can make an impact pose here where the ball is just starting to touch the ground before it squashes. We probably want to move these frames up a bit. All right. So now we make our squash pose here. The ball hits the ground. Okay, we can check what we have. All right, and then the ball bounces off the ground, and it has a lot of energy now as it goes up. So we make it stretch out as it goes up. All right, and then we draw our next pose, and here it's starting to lose some of that energy because of gravity working against it. Now we can make it start easing in a lot more. Right. So here it's starting to lose a lot of energy. And it slows in. And it's reaching its peak here. And it starts to go down again. It speeds up. We can start adding some stretch to it. All right, we can make an impact pose. And it squashes again, but it squashes a bit less now because it's lost some of its energy. All right. And then we check how this is looking, see if we need to fix anything. It's looking good. And the ball comes off the ground again. And I'm stretching it a bit less now because it's lost even more energy. Right. Comes off. We make the next frame. Now it doesn't go high at all. It slows in. And it starts falling again. And now it doesn't stretch much at all. And the impact is even less now. And we check how this is looking. All right, and now it's lost even more energy. So it barely stretches at all. Like, slows in really fast. Let's also go down again. And now it's not squashing much at all. And it bounces up again. But now it barely gets any height. It starts to go down. And we get just a little squash. It goes up again. Slows in. Goes down. And it has a final little squash as it reaches its final position. Now we make this frame hold. Alright, that's a basic ball bounce.